Master Vision International Excellence Awards and Business Conclave 2025, 9th edition.
Let's welcome Lion T. and Krishna Kumar, President, Dubai Emerald Lions Club, Dubai.
It gives me immense pleasure to be with all of you here today and to be part of the Master Vision International Excellence Award and the Business Enclave. I know Mohammed Rafiq and Master Vision for the last many years as I participate in the various business enclave conducted by them, very professionally managed programs every year. So I wish all the best wishes to Master Vision International and Mohammed Rafiq for conducting such more and more meaningful events in future too. About myself, I am T.N. Krishna Kumar. I am Club President of Dubai Emerald Lions Club. I am also the UAE Country Officer for Government Relations for UAE Lions. I am a Lok Kerala Sabha member constituted by Government of Kerala. I am President of Pravasi Legal Cell. And overall, I am an engineer and MBA, a professional working for the last 35 years in electrical engineering power industry. Worked with various multinational companies in a very senior position in the region. I worked as a global leader with a multinational company, GE, General Electric. I was a regional head for a Swedish company, ABB, Schneider Electric French, Arriva, another French company, Eaton, an American company. Having worked all the years, I entered into entrepreneurship about 10 years back. So the subject, redefining success through responsibility, this is a subject very, very close to my heart. Because this is something which I try to do myself while being in business. As I mentioned, after spending almost 25 years, I entered into entrepreneurship and I want to do something which is close to my heart. When you say redefining success through responsibility, this involves shifting the focus from solely external achievements to include personal accountability, ethical conduct, and positive impact on others. What does it mean? When you do a business, you do business just for making money. That is not should be the way. We should look at the community where we live. We should be accountable for what we do. We should try to do something which is beneficial for the society. And then you do business. You can do business. You can make money in different ways. But as a citizen of the world, is this what we should be doing? I think every businessman, every entrepreneur should think in that direction. This means taking ownership of one's action, learning from mistakes, and striving for continuous growth and contribution to a larger purpose. As I mean, it is not just making money, for example, or just want to become famous. For this, first and foremost, you need to do embracing personal responsibility. This means ownership of actions. Recognizing that you are the primary driver of your success. Recognizing you are the primary driver. So because you are going to do this business. And that includes taking responsibility for your choices and their consequences. So when I get into a business, what it can leads to. So we need to be responsible for that. What are the improvements we can do? Continuous improvements we can do. Committing to self-reflection and actively seeking ways to improve both personally and professionally. And the second point is expanding the definition of success. What do you mean by success? For everyone, the meaning of success is different. Beyond material wealth, recognizing that true success encompasses emotional well-being, fulfilling relationship, and a positive impact on the world which you live around. You are living in UAE, you need to look at this country and respect the law, rules and regulations, the people around you. Meaningful contribution, focusing on how your action can benefit others and create a lasting positive change. Authenticity and fulfillment is another thing which we should be looking at. Aligning your definition of success with your values and passions rather than societal expectations. The third is a role of responsibility, ethical conduct, acting with integrity and honesty in all your endeavors. Accountability, being answerable to your actions and decisions. So, whatever you do, you are responsible for your actions and decisions, both success and failures. Face it. And positive influence, using your success to inspire and uplift others. If you can motivate others to come into business, do that rather than just for personal gain. By integrating personal responsibility and a broader definition of success, individual can cultivate a more meaningful and fulfilling life, characterized by growth, purpose, and positive impact. The path to success is never linear, and your definition of success will change throughout your career. Each person's journey is unique, with twists and turns along the way. For example, myself, almost 10 years I'm celebrating the entrepreneurship. When I look back, for the first 25 years, I worked as a professional. I worked in some of the biggest multinational companies in the region. When I joined, my role or my aim was to become some of the top performing an employee actually. Maybe a manager, then a regional manager, a director, or a global leader. That's the way. But here is how it has shifted throughout the year. When you enter in your professionalship at a very young age, your requirements are different. And when you grow, I think all who has learned the management theory, the Maslow's needs, when we enter into career, the requirements are different. But when you grow in your organization, your requirements become different actually. In the initial stage, the success of my title and the level of responsibility is what I was looking for. I was offered an exclusive position at a very young age and need to constantly over-deliver in order to prove that I deserve to have the best. I was young and extremely ambitious, ready to work any long hours that were needed and take on project after project, traveling maybe 24 hours. I used to travel almost 25 to 26 days in a month continuously. Success looks like a fancy title and a big office with freedom to pursue my ideas and explore creative ways to make things better. Big salary wasn't expected since I felt like I have to put in the time and show value before I could ask to be paid what I was worth. So when I became an entrepreneur and left the security of a full-time job and steady paycheck, my perception of success shifted quickly to financial gains as I grew my business. Suddenly the hours and responsibilities were amplified 10 times. Earlier, when I was taken in a job, I was supposed to do only one type of job. Let's say that if I am managing a team, that was my job. But when I went to entrepreneurship, I meant to do everything. It starts from maybe administration, human resource, or finance, or maybe operations, or sales, or business development, or everything together. Maximizing financial growth of my company was paramount. The title doesn't matter anymore because I'm the owner, I'm the entrepreneur. As a new business owner, I wore multiple hats and served in every role that was needed to get the business off the ground. At this phase, much like most startup founders, success was something that could be easily quantified, living on the bottom line of a profit and loss account, Means I am responsible for running the organization. Earlier, I used to do only one function, whereas today, I am responsible for the complete P&L of my company. My personal income dictated my self-perception of what it meant to be successful business owner. When the revenue was up, I felt successful. When the revenue would take a dip, I would feel like a failure. I refer to this phase as the battleground because the constant demand to drive revenue and grow is where many success die. There is no entrepreneurial journey without dark days, and having resilience and a high tolerance for risk will never go away. In business ownership, you either learn to evolve to withstand the pressure or you fold under the weight of it all. There is no middle ground. Either you are a fully successful entrepreneur or you could be a failure. Looking back, this phase of my career was the most unhealthy and led to a great deal of physical and emotional exhaustion. Then as time went on, it shifted yet again. As I grew my business and I began embracing my natural visionary tendencies, I started other ventures and began learning from my mistakes of early entrepreneurship. What was once the most important just isn't anymore important to me. Money is, of course, still important, as all of you know, but my priorities have shifted towards doing work that I am passionate, that makes an impact and helps me fulfill my purposes. Now, I am constantly looking for ways to make things better than they are by seeking out gaps and problems that need to be solved through innovation and creative strategy. I apply this equally in my business and in my leadership role in higher education. My portrait of success now looks like positive industry, disruption and innovation, and the ability to cause seismic shifts in the business. I just explained about myself, just to again re-emphasize, that today's subject we talked about. Once again, I want to thank all of you for listening to me for the last 10 minutes and wishing all the best wishes, and I will conclude my talk. Thank you.